Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our IELTS reading practice series. Today, we're tackling a question type that many students find tricky: IELTS Reading Matching Information. Now, I know it can look a little challenging because you have to scan the passage carefully and locate specific details that could be anywhere in the text. But trust me, with practice and the right strategies, it becomes much, much easier. So, before we even look at the questions, let's start with a short warm-up. Just relax and focus. Remember, our goal here is to practice the strategy, not to be perfect. Think of this as getting comfortable with the text and the question type before we dive into the details. We're going to build a mental map of the passage, which will make finding the answers so much faster. Ready? Let's begin. If you'd like to solve this question yourself, just click the link in the description. And for many more practice questions, visit IELTSpro.uk, your place to get ready for IELTS with confidence. Get ready. The real IELTS begins now. The theory of plate tectonics. We will not read every word. First, we skim the title to predict the big picture. The title is The Theory of Plate Tectonics. This tells me the passage will be scientific, explaining a key concept in geology. I expect to read about what the theory is, how it was developed, and what it explains. Paragraph A. This paragraph provides a definition. Its function is to introduce and describe the theory of plate tectonics. The gist is that the Earth's surface is made of moving plates, and their movement causes major geological events. For matching information, we can flag anchor words like the list of geological phenomena: earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and the formation of mountain ranges. This is a list of examples or effects. Paragraph B. This paragraph gives historical background. Its function is to explain the origins of the theory. The gist is that it started with Alfred Wegener's idea of continental drift, which was rejected at first. We should flag the name Alfred Wegener, the date early 20th century, and importantly the reason for rejection, flagged by the word because. This paragraph explains a cause and effect relationship in history. Paragraph C. This paragraph describes a key discovery. Its function is to explain the evidence that supported the theory. The gist is that mapping the ocean floor revealed seafloor spreading, which was the missing mechanism. Let's flag the date mid-20th century and the key process named seafloor spreading. The phrase provided the powerful driving mechanism that Wegener's theory had lacked is a very important cause and effect link. Paragraph D. This paragraph classifies information. Its function is to describe the three different types of plate boundaries. The gist is that it explains what happens when plates move apart, collide, or slide past each other, giving examples for each. We should flag the list of types: divergent, convergent, transform, and the specific geographical examples, such as the Himalayas and the San Andreas Fault. Strategy for matching information. The key is to use our mental map of the paragraphs. For each question, we'll identify the keywords and think about what kind of information is needed. Is it a reason, an example, a definition, or a historical fact? Then, we'll look at our paragraph summaries to predict which paragraph most likely contains that information. This helps us scan the right place instead of rereading the entire text for every question. Let's try it. An explanation for why an initial theory was dismissed by other scientists. Okay, let's look at the first statement. In matching information, we need to find which paragraph contains this exact information. The keywords are explanation for why, initial theory, and dismissed, which means rejected. We are looking for a reason. Which paragraph talked about an early theory being rejected? Our map points directly to paragraph B, which discussed Wegener's theory and its initial rejection. Paragraph A is a definition, paragraph C is about evidence, and paragraph D is about types, so paragraph B is our strongest candidate. The final answer is B. Paragraph B clearly states that Wegener's theory was initially rejected by the scientific community because he could not propose a plausible mechanism. This directly matches the information in the question. A specific geographical example of a feature resulting from plates moving sideways against each other. For this question, we are looking for a specific geographical example. The keywords also include plates moving sideways. Our paragraph map flagged paragraph D as the one containing specific examples like mountain ranges and faults. It also described the different types of plate movements. Paragraph A lists general events, not a specific named place. So paragraph D is the most likely paragraph. The final answer is D. Paragraph D describes transform boundaries where plates slide horizontally past each other. This means moving sideways. It then gives the specific geographical example, such as along the San Andreas Fault in California. A list of major natural events that are attributed to the movement of tectonic plates. Here, the key is a list of major natural events. We're looking for several examples of what plate tectonics causes. Which paragraph gave us a general introduction and listed the consequences? That sounds exactly like paragraph A. Our notes for that paragraph mention a list of examples or effects. Paragraph D also has examples, but they are linked to specific boundary types, whereas this question asks for a general list. The final answer is A. Paragraph A explains that the movement of plates is responsible for dramatic geological phenomena, including earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and the formation of mountain ranges. This is a direct match for a list of major natural events. A description of the geological process that provided the missing force for an earlier concept. The keywords here are geological process, missing force, and earlier concept. This connects a process to an old theory that was incomplete. Our paragraph map shows that paragraph B introduced the early concept with a missing part, and paragraph C described the discovery that filled that gap. So the answer must be in paragraph C. The final answer is C. Paragraph C describes the process of seafloor spreading and explicitly states that this provided the powerful driving mechanism the Wegener's theory had lacked. This perfectly matches the information required. A mention of two continental plates colliding to create a well-known mountain system. For our last question, we need to find a mention of plates colliding and a well-known mountain system. Again, this asks for a specific, named example. Our map points us to paragraph D, which we noted for its specific geographical examples related to different plate interactions. The final answer is D. Paragraph D describes convergent boundaries where plates collide, and gives the clear example of this process creating massive mountain ranges like the Himalayas. This is a perfect match. To wrap up, we successfully matched each piece of information to the correct paragraph by creating a quick mental map of the text first. The two key strategies to remember are: first, skim the paragraphs to understand their main function and content. Second, analyze the question to identify what kind of information you are looking for: a reason, an example, description. This approach will guide you to the right location much more efficiently than reading the whole text over and over again. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more IELTS questions, and follow us at IELTSpro.uk for complete resources and practice materials.